morning. My name is Simona. I'm the sales director at Rational UAE and overlooking also the key account business for the Middle East at Rational. Today we are here with Lulu team to train the staff on the self-cooking center, and yesterday we did also a training for iCombi Pro in the Garafa location. Welcome and very good morning. Thank you so much for your time today. My name is Simona. I'm the sales director for UAE market and the key account region for the Middle East. And today, as discussed, we are going to start doing some deep training related to your iCombi Pro unit. So this is the unit you have here, and we will focus on cleaning, which is the main important function to preserve the well-being and well status of the unit, as well cooking into looking into your preparation in order to make more efficient your operation daily. As the unit is called, we will start from the cleaning. So you will see all the part that is manual cleaning as well automatic cleaning. As you can see, I have your tablets here, and the chemical that are used for iCombi Pro are those two. Please do remember those two tablets, because at the moment you are having the blue tablet that is correct, but the red one needs to be changed. So that's why, for the purpose of the training, I will flip it so you do not remember it's red. Red is only applicable for self-cooking center. Always remember, in Rational unit, you will always use for cleaning two kind of chemical, and I will explain you why two is so important. But whenever you see iCombi Pro, means green and blue. If you see this kind of model that is self-cooking center, then you go for those two tablets. If the software is not the latest, because once the software is also updated there, you can also switch to green and blue in order to have all chemical across all the region and the stores. Okay? So for today, please bear with me. This consider that is green. Perfect. So as we focus on that, from the screen, you already are very aware that this is the icon that you should click in order to proceed with the cleaning of the unit. The cleaning status is giving you two information underneath, and then the full menu with two different modes in terms of cleaning cycles. I understood already that you are doing a weekly wash that is strong and a daily wash that is light, which is very good. However, let's go more deep inside what are those for. First of all, two indication. That's the reason why we need two chemical different, because one, which is the care status, is related to steam generator, and the blue one, that's why goes in the blue drawer always, without the package of course, and there are 4 cubes inside, as is mentioned all over. Whenever it's 4, there are also the 4 cubes. 4 cubes doesn't mean that is
inside 4.
Only 1 or 4 of those, but you need to put each packet. So if you're saying 4 of this, 4 packet. Okay, we never split one packet by the single cube. So we open here, we put gloves, and we put it there. So care status, mostly descaling our steam generator, which is the most important part of our unit, and that's the reason why you choose Rational in your operation, because you always have fresh steam injected in the cabinet, you have uniformity on your food, consistency, juiciness, and perfect crust. That is all because we have a separate steam generator and not any other in the market that are having steam injection. So first reason why you go for Rational, that's why you need to take care of that in order to descale all the dirty particles that they are accumulating there while you're using the steaming or while you're doing your operation. Second indication is cleaning status. What is that related? That is related to the organic residue inside your cabinet coming from your food. That's why you need the green tablet. Where does this go? Round with the round, so you put in the bucket. Okay? When you clean with the trolley. Another thing that I noticed when I arrived today, and well done to the whole team, the trolley, when it's inside, we keep on pressing and we lock. It was already locked. Why is important to lock the trolley in a floor unit? Because if it's bouncing back, this will damage faster the gasket. Okay? So very important, this is a very good habit, and then when you remove, remember, unlock and then remove it. So, as you can see here, the two indicators are in very good condition because they are green in color, as they should be, and high percentage, like the battery of your phone. Let's aim at 90 and above, especially on the care status. Between the two, we are okay if cleaning status during your operation goes down because you are cooking, therefore can get dirty. But care status should never go down, okay? So if we keep on doing this routine daily, that will always give you good result on the unit. However, you do not need to remember what you need to do because the unit is prompting you. When the unit needs to be cleaned, there will appear a highlighted square around any of the cleaning. That's the moment in which you click on that. So today at the end of the operation, have a look which one of those, light, medium or strong, is having a highlight corniche round, okay? And that will be the one that the unit is prompting you to tell you what I need in this moment to get better in the good condition is this wash, okay? How many tablets the unit is always telling you, so we don't need to remember how many tablets. And as you can see, we are having two lines. The first line is the regular cleaning. The second line is more emergency. So please stay always on the first one because we always want the conjunction of two kind of tablets. In number depends, but two kind of tablets is mandatory because we always want to have also the steam generator cleaned. What is the second line for? Imagine you're having a very heavy operation and in between one cooking and another one, the cabinet is very dirty and you don't want the next preparation to catch any flavor or smoke or smell from the previous one. What do we do in this case? We need just to clean the cabinet and we do it fast. 15 minutes or 12, depends on the temperature of the unit, it will change this number, but as you can see, it's only involving the green tablet. No blue, zero blue, okay? So this is the only one between the emergency one that you can easily use even every day as a second wash if you want, okay? If you see that it's very dirty. If not and your operation is okay, skip it and you stay only on one wash per day. The other two are always an alarm because if you need to use one of those means the unit is having some problem and therefore you need to communicate with us and your service partner because might happen that you are washing at night, you go home and then in the morning when you are arriving the unit is having an error message, cleaning was aborted for example. In that case, first of all you put gloves because those are harsh chemical, you check if there are any chemical residue, remove it and do rinse without tablets. So you are sure that your food will not get contaminated with the chemical. Rinse, same story. You arrive and you see, for example, the unit doesn't look really clean properly. There is a bit of residue. In that case, use only the rinse or rinse without tablets. But the difference is that when it's rinse, it's asking you blue. Because this mostly, this scale the steam generator, but partially goes into the cabinet to give the shine. So if you arrive and the cabinet is blurry, it means something went wrong, but monitor it. If it's happening often or there are messages, then we need to understand what's happening because the unit by default will always work properly and the cleaning will be completed. Okay? Any questions so far? No question? Second step. As you can see, there are here two menus. One is with the leaf and one is with the red arrow. What does it mean? Leaf means eco mode, means less chemical, more time. Are we washing at night? Very good. You close at night, right? So for you time is not important in that moment because you don't have operation. In that case you are saving money because you put less chemical. However, if you are saying, actually today I really need to do it faster, in that case we go on normal and you will put more chemical but shorter time. Let's have a look. Medium, for example, normal, 151 minutes, 3 green and 4 blue. In eco mode, 204, so we are on 50 minutes more, pretty much. 2 tablets of green, so 1 less, and still 4 blue. The 4 tablets will always differentiate based on the status of the steam generator, as well the green one based on the status of the cabinet. The more the steam generator is clean, the less tablet will ask you. So please today, try to give a strong, and we see if this will go back to 100. This should always be 100, ideally, okay? This can go down, as I said. And then we see if these 4 tablets will reduce, also because I gave you software updates. This is related to the automatic cleaning. Then imagine I put my tablets, I went home, I come back in the morning, unit is clean, I check 100% all, I can start my manual cleaning. What is my manual cleaning? I take imagine it's a soft sponge. If you are using yellow and green sponge, only yellow parts. Otherwise, any soft cloth is fine. Neutral soap, and the first thing that you do in the morning is cleaning the gaskets. In the floor unit you have 2. In the tabletop 6 or 10 tray you have only 1. Gasket is that one, the rubber. You remove the trolley, so in this case I don't have a handle, but you should have a handle that you place there. So 1 and 2, I unlock it. It's cold, so I can handle it. I remove this. And then with the soft cloth and soap, I go all around. And here, this one is the other gasket. I can see that was not cleaned often and has to be done every day. Even twice per day if you have a very greasy food that you prepare, because whenever the food is accumulating also here, you cook the food and you cook also the gasket if there is any residue. Keep in mind that those are consumable parts, so you will change, it's normal. Imagine like the tire of your car. However, the longer you keep it clean and healthy, the longer will last. Average 3 to 6 months as manufacturer. However, based on your operation and how you treat it, it will last longer as well. Very important to remember, whenever you do this process, you do not need to remove the gasket. You just rinse it. You go around. It's 30 seconds at the end of your day. That is just an attention for this. First thing in the morning is easy because it's completely cold, so you can easily spend few seconds there, okay? So soft cloth with soap, I go around, and then water, and I rinse it. Done. This is first thing that is already taken care of. Whenever I arrive and I don't use the probe always needs to be in the holder to avoid this to be broken. So always keep in mind that this needs to be here. Then I arrive, I clean my gasket, I can put again my trolley. Okay, I lock it again before leaving it so it doesn't bounce back. Because the more it bounces back, the more this will be broken. Once you see that this is already broken, but if it's becoming more and more and you start having leakage, it's the moment to change it. Same here. When you see that it will become with cracks, is the moment to change it, because you will have escape of heat and you will have leakage from the chemical. Okay? Daily, this is it. Then you are having weekly or a couple of times per week, or depending on your operation, the glasses. We never touch the glasses when they are hot. That's why I'm suggesting you in the morning. How do we do? There are the clips. You unclip it, one and second one, and you are having triple glazed glass. 1, 2, 3. Same story, we do not use anything that is scratching the unit, only soft cloth and neutral soap. And no harsh chemical or spray, not even on the LED. So whenever you are washing, the first glass is getting washed mostly, not fully, but mostly, but the other one in between, no. So there might be some particle from the food that is flying, meanwhile you are using during the week. So at the moment, how often are you washing the glasses during the week? How many times per week? Every day? No. How often? If you remember.
10 or 15 days.
10 or 15 days. Very good. They are in very good status. So if this is the case, I'm fine with that. The important and the rule is, whenever I don't see any more clearly in between, then it means I need to clean it.
Depend on the duty situation.
Exactly. Very good. And always cold. Never warm or hot, because those are becoming very sensitive and they might break. Okay? Another thing to keep in mind before we close this is never ever use the hand shower to cool down the unit or to cool down the glasses. The hand shower is here only to add water to your preparation, or if the unit is cold, then you can spray. For example, you see some crumbs, some pieces here and there, but never ever when it's hot. Cold and hot are not friends. So this in the long run might provoke a crack in the cabinet. It's a thermal shock. So maybe it's not every day, not today immediately, but after a while that you do this procedure, then this will cause a hazard to the unit. So never, especially the glasses, because the glasses are much more sensitive, okay? So while the glass we can change, the cabinet, once it's cracked, we need to change the unit, okay? So hand shower, never to cool down the unit. I will show you how you cool down the unit, okay? Then you clean it, and then you click it back. 1 and 2. Then you are ready to operate. For the manual cleaning that you do often, this is it. You have one last part. Now I will show you with my phone because we need the camera. And this, I would like you to ask your service provider next time they come here to do it with you, so then you are ready to do, which is the air filter. In the floor unit, like in this case, the air filter is underneath the unit, while in the top tabletop unit is front. So to access here, you need tools and you need to go underneath the unit. So I will show you with the camera. Where is it? This is how the air filter looks like. And if no one ever told you, it's normal that is so dirty. You see? It's completely clogged. Maybe you also need to replace it by now because it's not possible to be cleaned anymore. When was this unit installed? How many years ago this unit was installed? From the beginning?
1 year.
1 year. So if in 1 year we never ever clean it, might be that already we cannot access anymore to clean it. But try. So when you are getting the service provider here this week, please ask them to remove it, take a video. So then every week or every 10 days, that needs to be done. Very important to remember, always you put it back when it's dry. Nothing goes in the unit when it's wet because it will go to the components and it will damage the unit. Okay? So this will be a separate topic for the service partner. And with this, we are closing the topic of cleaning. Are there any questions? We use, recap, we use only green and blue tablets. The green one, they go inside, the blue always in the blue drawer. We never cool down the unit with the hand shower. How do we cool down? Any of the manual mode. Thermometer, arrow down. The unit will tell you what's the temperature you want to cool at, for example 30. Open the door. The fan will start spinning, now stop because it's cold. Will start spinning fast until removing all the heat. Now it will stop. Until the level we requested. Okay, so now it stopped, means it's already reaching the temperature I wanted, and then I can switch operation or I can clean my unit as we were on cleaning. Also, whenever you are trying to clean the unit, if the cabinet is too hot, it will tell you cooking cabinet too hot. And the next message will be close the door, open the door. And this will happen automatically. Okay, so those two ways. But never ever hand shower. Then you always remember not to put tablets in number as per your memory, but following the instruction of the unit. We always choose light, medium or strong based on the highlighted square around the mode. We do not use the second line of fast rinse or rinse without tablets as default washes, but only as emergency. And then in the morning, we proceed with the manual wash after the full wash with the chemical started. What is it? Gaskets, so frame and underneath the glass, and then glasses when needed, as well air filter when needed. This is in a nutshell, okay? So please feel free to contact us and me personally if you need any more refreshment or you have any doubt. Stay tuned and we keep in touch. Thank you.